Hello everyone, my name is Madhu KS. I am certified Lean Six Sigma Black Belt from NAKC International Bangalore. I am uploading this video for DN Business Excellence Popularity Round. If you like this video, please share and comment. Today I will show you about the basic 7QC tools and how it would be useful in your organization with few examples. In this slide, I will show you what are the 7QC tools. First one is the check sheet, Pareto diagram, cause and effect diagram, control charts, histogram, stratification, scatter diagram. These are the basic 7QC tools. In the next slide, I will explain you each and every tools with the help of examples. First one is the check sheet. Then what is check sheet and how it would be useful in your organization? Check sheet is nothing but a collection of data, checking the results of your work area. And types of data is the two types. One is the variable data, another one is the attribute data. Variable data, it involves numbers, is nothing but a measurable values like weight, age, length, height, temperature, humidity, etc. Comes to the attribute data, it involves the characteristics like yes or no, okay or not okay, good or bad. These are comes under attribute data. The next tool is the Pareto diagram. I think everyone has heard about the Pareto diagram. Then what exactly Pareto diagram? Here I will show you. Pareto diagram named after Wolfgang Pareto. He is the economist. And what is the advantage of Pareto chart? It's easily analyze the data and identify the major issues being faced in your organization and identify areas of focus for improvement. And in this graph, you can see the data is in descending order. Column charts represent the values. Line graph is the cumulative total of each category. A Pareto principle is the a few causes lead to many defects. Many causes lead to few defects. A few causes that lead to many defects are vital few, but the many causes lead to few defects are trivial many. In the Pareto diagram, 80/20th rule means 80% of problems are created by 20% of the causes. The next tool is Ishikawa diagram. Ishikawa diagram is nothing but a cause and effect diagram. Other name called it as a fishbone diagram. Why it called as a cause and effect diagram? Reason behind is analyze the potential causes for an effect. Then why it called as a fishbone diagram? Because it's a reassemblance to fish skeleton. If you see in the right side picture, it's like a fish skeleton. Then why the Ishikawa diagram? To identify the reason and causes, systematically list different causes that can be attributed the problem or an effect. Here I will show you an example with cause and effect. In the first picture you can see tire puncture. This is the result. Why tire has punctured? If you see the cause, it's a nail. The next tool is the control chart. Control chart is identify whether the process is stable or not stable, or our process is higher than our control limit or lower the control limit. It can be easily identified using this chart. In the below diagram you can see it, right? This is the trend, average output, and this is the upper control limit and this is the lower control limit, and how many points are it's above the target or below the target, how our trends is going on. This can be seen in your control charts. The next tool is histogram. Then what is histogram? Data can be segregated or distributed in particular range. That is called as a histogram. When your data set range is huge, that time you can use this histogram tool. Here right side you can see the graph. The vertical bars reflected the number of data and horizontal data it shows as a characteristics. In the type histogram, types will be there. First one is the normal distribution and positive. In the second diagram you can see the data set is skewed in positively, and this diagram is data set skewed negatively, and bimodal distribution, multimodal distribution. These are the types of distribution. The next tool is stratification. What is stratification? If you're facing any problems, you can segregate the data into different categories. That time this tool will be helpful. I will show you one case study. In the company, more number of accident. We can segregate this problem into different category. In the right side you can see, according to employee category you can segregate, stratified, according to the phenomena, according to the body parts injured, according to plant or unit, according to shift wise, or according to month. Like these are the categories you can stratify the data. Then identify which one is the major impact. The next tool is scatter diagram. What is scatter diagram? Scatter diagram is study to relation between the two variables. Here I will show you what are the types of scatter diagram. In the first picture you can see positive correlation. The two variables is a correlation will be positive. In the second diagram you can see negative correlation. Data variables x and y is a negative correlation. In the third one there is no correlation. Then one more tool is there. What is the tool? That is the brainstorming. Brainstorming is the important tool for all the projects. When you are initiated any project, brainstorming is important. Why it's important? To identify the problem, identify the critical causes, to find the solution, to prevent the problem. And when you call all the team members, you have to speak freely and give ideas and take the quality ideas, not in the quantity ideas. And out of that idea, you can judge good or bad. Thank you.